Minecraft is a sandbox game that allows players to explore and create virtual worlds made up of blocks, where they can gather resources, craft tools and items, build structures, and interact with the environment and other players. It offers endless possibilities for creativity, adventure, and survival in a pixelated open-world setting. Welcome to the Minecraft Guide. Follow me, XPenSage, as I guide you through the basics of crafting, surviving, and building. Gather your courage and suit up with your best armor, because in this episode, we will fight a monster nothing like we have so far encountered. The soul sand and wither skulls we gathered in our trips to the Nether hold the power to summoning a powerful creature. The wither is a boss mob which fires explosive projectiles, causing extensive terrain damage whenever summoned. Thankfully, it does not spawn like other hostile mobs, and you'll have to deliberately assemble this destructive creature in order to face it. Before attempting to summon the wither, there are some precautions you should seriously consider. Because of potential damage to nearby creations, never summon the wither near your farms and builds, especially if you are playing in a multiplayer server. Be considerate with others and locate an area far from prized possessions and structures. The wither cannot be restrained by any survival obtainable blocks. If ever you die to the wither, it will continue targeting other entities and thus continue bombarding the surrounding. Have a backup set of weapons and armor pieces, because you won't be able to retrieve the equipment you lost from death near an angry three-headed monster. A practical approach to facing this menace is to summon it underground near bedrock. It will not be able to destroy the bedrock beneath, and thus you can continue attacking it on one level plane. The wither can float up, and that's very troublesome if done on the surface, where it can fly at will and attack you from above. The deep slate in the bottom of the world can at least keep it somewhat level with you as you attack it. You can build a narrow corridor around 25 to 30 blocks long and 2 blocks tall. Create a small room at the end for assembling the wither. If you're not sure you can defeat it the first time, consider creating a quick escape plan in the other end, like a water bubble elevator to the surface. Take time to examine your underground terrain and make sure there are no large open spaces or lava pools in close proximity to your tunnel. Once the wither is let loose, the last thing you want is to battle other mobs or flowing lava, in addition to the already dangerous wither fight. With all the warnings, it's time to assemble the wither. Place down 4 soul sand or soul soil blocks in a T shape. Then place 3 wither skull heads across the top. The wither will be summoned, and it will gradually fill up its health bar, as shown by the boss health bar on top. And if you have brought potions to assist you in the fight, now is your last chance to chuck them down. You have to back away safely, because once its health is completely filled up, it will come to life with a powerful explosion. This explosion comes 11 seconds after being assembled. While recharging its health, the wither is immune to damage. There is no turning back at this point. A loud cry from the wither will be heard from any point in the world and across all dimensions. The sky will darken, warning everyone present in the overworld that a terrifying monster is let loose and is causing havoc somewhere. The wither does not follow the norms of blast resistance and will destroy all blocks within 3x4x3 blocks of itself, including the hardy obsidian and ancient debris. The 3 wither heads attack independently of each other by firing black wither head projectiles, which explode on impact and destroys blocks with low blast resistance, like grass, sand, and wood of any type. If it hits and kills a mob, a wither rose is planted on the death spot. If it hits you, it inflicts wither, darkening your hearts, making it impossible to know your health. The wither also leeches health from its victims by regaining health with every successful kill. Additionally, the wither has passive health regeneration. Thus, it's imperative you end this fight as quickly as you can. The Wither's central head has an additional projectile besides the common black skulls. Occasionally, it can fire a blue skull which travels slower but causes more destruction on impact. Blue skull projectiles can destroy hardy blocks like obsidian, crying obsidian, ancient debris, and netherite blocks. The Wither will target all mobs within its firing range, but will not attack undead mobs like zombies, skeletons, zombified piglins, zoglins, phantoms, and other Withers. Your fight to the death with the Wither has 2 stages. In the first stage, you should fire continuously at the Wither using a powerful bow, carefully backing up every time it advances and breaks the blocks of your tunnel. As long as you aggravate it with your attacks, it will simply follow you and try to reach you in the tunnel. If you stop your attacks, it might find a different target within the now enlarged bombarded tunnel and potentially change direction. This will prolong the battle and give it a chance to regain health by killing other mobs. Engage the menace at all times to keep its attention. Once the Wither's health drops below 50%, it gains a Wither armor and becomes immune to projectiles. You have now entered the crucial second stage. Swing your sword at its belly, avoiding eye contact with the heads which fire explosive projectiles. Volley between attacking and stepping backwards your tunnel as the Wither progressively destroys blocks around itself in an attempt to reach its aggressor. Once you have beaten the life out of it, the Wither will always drop one item which makes this dangerous endeavor worthwhile: a nether star. This nether star can be encased in glass and obsidian in a crafting table to get a beacon. The beacon by itself is a light-emitting block but has far more potential than a beautiful decorative light block once placed on a pyramid of precious blocks. The real use of beacons is in creating light beams which cast a continuous effect to players around a certain radius. To use this feature, a beacon has to be placed on top of at least one layer of solid blocks made from one of the following materials: iron, gold, emeralds, diamonds, or netherite. The type of mineral used does not give any additional benefit to the beacon, and you can mix blocks from different base materials. That said, you can stick to using iron and just change the blocks if you really want to show off your material wealth in the future. The basic beacon pyramid consists of a 3x3 platform. After placing the beacon, you need to feed it one piece of precious metal ingot or mineral from the same list of base materials to activate the beacon's power. The chosen effects are not yet applied until you click the green button to affirm your choice. A level 1 beacon can have the following effects: Speed 1 and Haste 1. Speed, like the potion version, allows you to walk and run faster as long as you are within the beacon's range. Haste allows you to break blocks faster, and it stacks with the efficiency enchantment in your equipment. A level 2 pyramid is made of 34 mineral blocks, essentially adding one layer below the basic level 1 pyramid, but one block wider in all corners. Available to level 2 beacon setup is Resistance and Jump Boost, which are familiar effects we have learned in the episode about potions. Another level up to level 3 requires a total of 83 mineral blocks. At level 3, Strength becomes available as a beacon power. Up to this point, each beacon can only dissipate one type of power at a time, but at level 4, with the use of 164 mineral blocks, a secondary power becomes available on the right side of the graphical interface. At level 4, you can choose one power from the left and the available regeneration effect on the right, or you can choose to raise the chosen primary power on the left to level 2. For example, if we want Strength 2, we can feed it one iron ingot, choose Strength 1 on the left, and choose to level it up on the right. Click Accept, and we get Strength 2. In Java Edition, there is a way to get 2 different effects active from one beacon of a level 4 pyramid setup at the same time, not counting the default regeneration that's obviously available. If you know how, comment down below and let's see how well you know Minecraft at this point. Multiple beacon pyramids can be stacked overlapping each other to save on mineral blocks and place beacons next to each other. 2 level 4 pyramids can be constructed like this, while 4 level 4 pyramids with 4 beacons can be constructed like this. They can be made up of any combination of mineral blocks, and I just constructed them using different blocks to visually show how 2 pyramids share the common blocks and save on resources. 6 beacons with top-tier pyramids can be made from 244 mineral blocks. With 6 beacons, you can activate all the available effects from beacons. A beacon beam's radius of effect is determined by its pyramid level. A basic 1-layer pyramid has a 20-block radius of effect. A level 2 pyramid reaches 30, level 3 reaches 40, and the top-tier 4-layer pyramid can dissipate its effect up to 50 blocks from the beacon's beam. Like potions, an icon will show on the right upper corner to indicate active effects. If you step outside the area of effect, the counters can be seen while your inventory is open. This area of effect is in the shape of a square column. For example, the top tier level 4 pyramid can reach you up to 50 blocks downward and all the way up to the sky. Having said that, if you like your beacon beam's effect deep down in the caves, you'll have to build it deep down below too. A beacon's beam needs to be unobstructed by any solid blocks above it. It can pass through transparent or non-solid blocks like glass, leaves, slabs, or this lectern, just to name a few. If a solid block is above the beacon's beam, it will be deactivated. The effects are placed on hold until access to the sky is restored. You can alter the hue of the beacon beam by placing colored glass blocks or glass panes atop the beacon block. To achieve an even more precise shade to suit your preferences, you can fine-tune the colors by adding additional glass blocks or panes. Personally, I favor glass panes for their discreet appearance. Beacons can be used in the end and nether dimensions. In the nether, the final block at the very top of the beam should only be the bedrock ceiling, otherwise the beacon will not work. Beacons are powerful tools that offer enhanced abilities and can greatly enhance your gameplay experience. Whether you're striving for faster movement, increased strength, or improved mining efficiency, beacons provide a beacon of hope in your adventures. In the next episode, we will harness the powers of conduits to help us in our underwater exploits and projects. Until then, I am Expensage. See you in the next episode.